Hello, it's Julie here from Do Business Like a Woman, and today I'm going to talk to you about overwhelm and what to do if you're stuck in overwhelm or you experience overwhelm in your business, and if it's stopping you from moving forward to get the results that you want. So, just very briefly in today's video, that's what we'll be covering, and this is for you if you have 1,001 things on your to-do list and you just don't have enough hours in the day and you're wondering how you're going to get to it all in your business and how you're actually going to move forward. It's for you if every time you sit down to work on your business you don't know where to start and you find yourself spinning the wheels and suddenly that cute cat video on YouTube looks more appealing than trying to work on anything in your business, and you get distracted and the day goes by and you find out that you haven't done any of the things on your list. If you can identify with any of that, this video is for you. It's also for you if you're at the beginning of your business and you don't know where to start and there seem to be a million and one things that you could focus on and you just don't know what to do first. So if any of those are you, stick with me and we'll get it covered today. So I have my notes here. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. You need a strategic plan to overcome overwhelm because overwhelm and procrastination, they really go hand in hand. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, what you'll find is that when you sit down to work and you don't have a strategic plan, which I'm going to break down in detail today of what that plan needs to include and how to integrate that day to day into your daily actions. But if you sit down and you don't have that plan, you will find yourself procrastinating and you will find yourself not achieving the things that you want to achieve. So the strategic plan is really important, and this can't just be a giant to-do list, because if anything, having a giant to-do list as long as your arm is even more overwhelming, and we actually want to come away from that and avoid that. We want to actually get rid of some stuff for you and condense it down so that rather than having all this stuff to do, which is super overwhelming, you have just a few key actions that you know you have to focus on this month, this week, today, that will move your business forward. But the trap that people fall into is they just do anything. And so they feel really busy and they're like working on their website or tweaking their social media or, posting quotes to social media, but they are not following a strategic plan. Therefore, it's just busy work and it's not actually effective work. And so it's not actually moving you forward. And then the overwhelm continues because you still have all this stuff to do. You feel like you're really, really busy and there's no results. It's not a great cycle to be stuck in. And I know this because I've been there myself and still fall into it sometimes as well. So, we're all human, but I have over the years come up with some strategies for how to deal with this. And I'm going to be sharing some more of those with you today. So that was number one, have a strategic plan, not just a giant to-do list. And it really helps if you can work with a coach. That's number two, because if you work with a coach who's a bit more experienced than you and has, a bit further down the line than you are, they can help you devise this strategic plan to make sure that the things you are doing really are going to move you forward. Because, and I speak for myself, even before I worked with my coach this time, I'd been struggling along last year trying to do it a bit myself in my business, and I was doing okay, but I wasn't reaching those bigger goals, those bigger results, and I was still taking on less than ideal clients and all kinds of things. So I had an idea in my head of my plan and what I needed to do, and I could, I even wrote that down, but what I didn't have was an outside perspective or the view of somebody with more experience who'd already walked that path to say, yes, that is the action you should be taking this month. And yes, that makes sense for you to be focusing on that this quarter, or no, you don't need to do that, or have you thought about this? So working with a coach is really beneficial to help you get together your strategic plan and make sure that it makes sense for your business goals, the type of business that you're trying to create, and the business model that you're using. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 is knowing what you can drop. This is huge because I can remember before, and I used to just try and do everything, and no wonder I felt in overwhelm, right? It was insane. I mean, there's so much you can do in online business. There's so many different like marketing fads and Facebook ads and Twitter ads and LinkedIn and YouTube, and do videos, do email lists, do blogging, do SEO. God, it makes me feel tired just thinking about it. So knowing what to drop is actually really key. And I always work on this with my private coaching clients where, we look at actually, they don't need to do all this stuff, and we really cut it down, and we really get rid of so much of the stuff. So think about you as an individual. What do you love to do, and what do you find painful? And the first port of call is to get rid of some of those painful things, because if it's painful, you're less likely to do it. And when you're procrastinating anyway, the last thing you want to do is something you hate. So when you feel busy, those things are going to fall off your list anyway. So there's no point in having them on there in the first place. So to give you an example, for me, that was cutting down on the social media platforms that I used. And now I'm focusing on Facebook and Instagram, and that's about it, actually. I occasionally put a pin on Pinterest, and I sometimes tweet, but really I focus on Facebook and Instagram, and that is plenty. If you optimize 2 of the social media platforms, you're going to get a lot more traction than if you dabble and try and do something on all of them. That won't get you anywhere. So knowing what to cut away. And I have a thing that I always teach, which is my super simple steps for starting your business. And I always talk about marketing strategies, picking just 2 online ones and 2 offline ones. And offline can be things like networking. Networking's a really quick way to get clients, so always recommend that. Networking, going into local businesses if they're in your target market, going out and speaking. These are all in-person strategies that you can try. But the point is to just pick 2 online and 2 offline strategies that you're going to work. Maximum, it might be that you just pick 1 online and 1 offline strategy, and that can work too. But the point is to not try to do everything, right? So what can you cut away? All right, let's see. Yeah, so in your plan, you need to look at, right, what's the big picture? Where do I want to go this year? And then what are the key actions that I need to take that will get me there? And then you break it down quarter by quarter. So what do I need to focus on in quarter 1, which we're in now, right? January to March. And then break it down further. Okay, so I know that I'm focusing on list building, for example, and selling my new coaching program, for example, in quarter 1. So what do I need to do on a weekly basis? Okay, well, for list building, I need to do ... and you work it out, and then you've got your weekly actions. Then what do I need to do each day? So now you've got your daily steps that you need to take. So you see how it's different from having a huge list, to-do list of all this stuff. You're actually looking at what are the actions that, if I take them today, will move me towards my quarterly goal and my big goal. And then you calendar them. So it's not even just to have them on paper. You put them in your calendar, ideally an electronic calendar like iCal or Google Calendars, and you get those actions in there so that they get done. And then you do them no matter how you feel, right? And this can be the challenge, because I know, I get busy, I'm doing client work. Today I've been in a funk all day. I didn't feel, or wasn't in the mood, wasn't feeling it, didn't want to come and do a Facebook Live, but I had promised myself, I'd committed, and so here I am. And this is the commitment that we have to make every day to our businesses. So no matter how you feel, You're going to take those strategic daily actions. And notice I'm not just saying you're going to be busy every day doing something for your business. No, you're going to take those strategic actions that you've identified in your plan, ideally with your coach, that are going to move you forward to the results that you want in your business. Alrighty. Over on my website, I have a free guide you can get, and it is the Do Business Like a Woman guide to quitting your job and starting an online business you love. In that guide, you will find my super simple 4-step plan for starting your business, and it really helps cut through a lot of all of this overwhelm and procrastination, and just gives you the basic steps that you need to take to get your business going. So if you're not on my email list, if you haven't got that freebie yet, go over to dobusinesslikeawoman.com and sign up there, and you can get that guide sent to you for free. Also, if you would like to be coached, you can have a look at my coaching offer over there. It's under business mentoring. And if you have any questions or comments about today's live, pop them in the comments underneath. Let me know how you overcome overwhelm and how you move forward through procrastination. Let me know what, if anything, you found useful today from today's video, and if you have any more strategies that you can share. And I hope this has been useful for you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing another live, and this one is on mindset and confidence. So really, really important. And I have had a bit of a shift in my mindset recently, which I'll share with you tomorrow, quite profound for me in kind of the way I've been being and the way I've been feeling, which is making a really big difference to my results. So I'll share that with you tomorrow. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye-bye.